Hey guys, today we're going to be making a ribbed knit beanie, and these are crochet beanies. They are using a ribbed knit looking pattern. They are very stretchy as well, so really nice hats. These are going to be an adult size, and let's go ahead and get into materials. So the first material you're going to need is the yarn, of course. We're going to be using the Wool Ease Thick and Quick. You're going to want 106 yards. Some colors come with less yardage, so make sure to use the one that comes with 106 yards. And this is super bulky size 6 weight yarn. So I got mine from Joann's, but you could probably use any size 6 super bulky yarn. I just was thinking that, what's nice about this is that you only need to use one skein of yarn as long as it has 106 yards. The other things we're going to need are, of course, some scissors. We're going to want our crochet hook. We're going to be using a 5mm crochet hook for this project. And in addition to that, you're going to want a tapestry needle as well. So let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing you're going to want to do is chain 30. So I'm going to move my yarn out of the way. We're going to make a slip knot. And then go ahead and chain 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and 30. So once you have your 30 chains, what we're going to do is create single crochets starting the second stitch from the hook. So we are going to start here and go ahead and create single crochets all the way down the row. So go ahead and create single crochets all the way down the row. Okay, so here I am getting to the last single crochets of the row. Okay, and now that I'm at the very end of my row, what I'm going to do is chain 1 and turn my work. Now that you've turned your work, what we're going to do is work single crochets in the back loop. So let me get a little closer so you can see. This is the front loop, this is the back loop. We're going to be working in the back loop only. Once again, front loop, back loop. We're working in the back loop. And you're going to create single crochets all the way down the row. So just like we did before. So if you like counting, just know that since we chained 30, you're going to be making 29 single crochets. And so what we're going to do is continue this process of crocheting in the back loop only with these single crochets, these 29 single crochets per row, chain 1, turn your work, and then move on to the next row, and you're going to keep doing that. And we're going to do this process until you have 35 rows. So right now we're on row 2, but you're going to continue this process until you're at 35 rows. So here we are getting to the end. Now that we're at the end, we're going to once again chain 1 and turn our work, and then continue working in the back loop. All right, so continue working in the back loop, and that will create that ribbed stitch. So I will meet you back when we get to 35 rows. All right, so once you've made it to 35 rows, it'll look something like this. And then what we're going to do is basically fold our hat in half, and I like to fold it in half this way. I'll just fold it in half. It doesn't really matter how you fold it in half, but as long as you have it straight with the lines going sideways, you're good to go. Now what we're going to do is create slip stitches to close up the hat. So I'm going to get closer for you. So you just want to go through the other end, hook it, and pull through. And so you're just going to do that all the way through. So just go through both ends, hook it, and pull through. So go ahead and keep doing that process until you have slip stitched all the way to the end of your hat. So I'll go ahead and show you what that looks like. So basically this is what it's going to be looking like. You just continue this process. All right, now that I've made it to the end here, we're gonna go ahead and pull through. So you shouldn't have that much yarn left over. So I'm gonna go ahead and just make sure there's a long enough tail and cut the end. Pull it all the way through and pull it tight. Now what we're gonna do is actually close up the hat. So I'm gonna take my tapestry needle and I'm going to thread it through the end of the yarn. If it'll let me. There we go. Now what you want to do is go through the end of your hat, and you're going to create a whip stitch all the way around the end. Some people do whip stitch and some people like to do, I'm not sure what stitch to call it, but I'm just going to call it in and out stitch, and that's what I like to do. So in between each ridge, you just go in and out. And so that's what I like to do, and it's going to close up our hat very nicely. So I'm just going to go in and out through every ridge, like so. And as I keep doing this, it's going to slowly close the hat as I pull it closed more and more. And so you just continue this process all the way around the hat. All right, so now here I am at the end of the hat, and then what I'm gonna do is just pull it really tight, and that closes up the hole. And then what I'm gonna do is you just cut the end and make a knot. Cut the end, tie it off, make a knot. I'm gonna make a knot here with the extra end here. And that is it for your hat. So I'm going to just cut that short and then turn our hat right side out. And then pull up the ends. So this is what the hat looks like, completely finished. And like I said, it's very nice and stretchy. And so this is how the hat looks. Here's the other hat that we started with as well, just slightly different color. So here are our hats. All right, so thank you guys for joining me today, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.